Mr. Limrick made a statement to the presiding judge at their arraignment several days ago in which he said that he had known this man for a number of years, that he was his good friend, and that he certainly was not a criminal, and he recommended a suspended 90-day jail sentence. In my opinion, the man should have, if he's convicted, should have the maximum of 5 years imprisonment at hard labor. The county attorney's statements on the face render him unqualified to prosecute this matter, since I think the man is a criminal if he committed this act. And I think that the county attorney should withdraw from the case and let someone prosecute the matter that does feel that it's a crime to forge a ballot and who is not shackled by the many years of close personal friendship to
our trustees, Mr. Hardin and Mr. Amundsen, and I are unwilling to go for a measure that contemplates in any way the open saloon or does not give the people a free choice of whether they want to have package sales or not.
We discussed at length the county option provision, and at this time we are opposed to county option in our bill, constitutional amendment, this particular time.
What are your plans then now?
Well, we plan to recognize the importance of the Johnson Committee that has been appointed by the new governor. And we have presented to them our control bill and our constitutional amendment and initiated petition. We are awaiting word from them as to their approval or disapproval of any phase of that work that we have submitted to them. We feel that we must work in harmony with what represents the majority thinking in the state of Oklahoma. We are a people's movement. We have members all over the state that belong to the Oklahoma League for Legal Control, and we feel that we should await the decision and the recommendations of this Johnson Committee.
We had a meeting with the Oklahoma League, and of course they're strong for sale for drinks on the premises, the open saloon, and they do not want any kind of option. County option or municipal option is the least that they'd go for. So we're sticking with a program that stands basically for county option and package stores privately operated. We are unequivocally against the open saloon and favor this bill because it fosters a program of temperance and moderation.
There are people that feel that county option is important, but when you analyze it and you study, as we have done through our research department, that it does not eliminate the bootlegger, and that's what we're trying to do.
Could we ask how it feels to be thrown into what might be the biggest fight the United Dries have ever had, right in the middle of it?
Well, it's rather interesting, and I've had considerable butterflies over the last 2 or 3 weeks about it, but I feel more confident today than I have all the way on the thing. Well, I'm encouraged because we're on the right side of this question. And when you're right, you're hard to beat. And we can stand up and look into people's homes on television and look right straight at their little children and send our message out there without a smitten conscience, and I don't believe there's a man or woman in Oklahoma can do it on the wet side. I think they're just going to have to look sneaking about it, and I don't believe they can look the world square in the eye and just be real honest about it. They're on the wrong side of it, and therefore they're not going to be able to do as good a job as we'll do.
How much is that invoice for?
$560, sir.
What's the date of that invoice?
October 13th, 1956.
And does that invoice indicate what the $560 is for?
Yes, sir.
What does it say that it's for?
400 books, inspection report of garbage feeding premises, cooking, facilities, and swine.
And the heading of that invoice states it's from Oklahoma Printing Company at Guthrie, Oklahoma.
Yes, sir.
And bears the name C.M. Doff. Oh, that's the printed head of that
Yes,
invoice.
sir. That's right.
As a matter of fact, did the Oklahoma Printing Company ever receive an order from the State Department of Agriculture or Mr. McCluskey or anyone else in the Department of Agriculture to do the work on that that's indicated as having been done on that invoice?
Not on this one, sir. It wasn't shipped.
It wasn't shipped.
This invoice here wasn't.
Well, how do you know?
I know it wasn't.
Because it isn't on your books. Is that the reason you know? Or do you remember it?
I know that every time a job comes up, we make a work ticket.
Yes, sir.
And there wasn't a work ticket made of that job.
Thank you very much. Last week I tried to indicate that we thought our team was improving a little every week, and as I guess is obvious, we did improve a little more last week and played by far the best football that we have all year. I know that people often are concerned about who played the best, what are individuals and so forth, and I don't feel that in a football game any individual makes too much difference. It's the effort that the squad puts out rather than the effort of any one individual.
Any team that scores 29 points should win. It can't happen. That's the way I felt Saturday afternoon while the game was being played, and I still feel that way now. We're not taking anything away from the Air Force. I think the Air Force gave the people in this area that saw the football game one thing about the game of football, and that is that effort plays a big part in the football game. We actually won that game twice Saturday and then gave it away.